Welcome to the demonstration of NCPE's innovative organizational self-assessment tools. Our tools are designed to provide accurate performance data in the areas that drive business success and bottom-line results. The assessment process provides critical insights into the organization's strengths, weaknesses, and gaps in performance that may be adversely impacting results in the areas of leadership, strategic planning, customer and market focus, measure analysis and knowledge management, workforce focus, process management, and results. The process is efficient, cost-effective, and available online 24/7, so participants can log on when it's most convenient for them. Each participant will receive a unique user ID and password. Enter it here, then click Log in to the assessment to begin. The demographic profile can be customized to reflect your organization's structure. Each participant must select the demographic option most appropriate for them. Performance feedback is later sorted by each demographic option for comparative analysis. Upon completion of each category, participants are returned to the assessment status page. Simply click on the next category you wish to evaluate to continue the assessment. After reading each question, click the option that best describes the organization. Simply mouse over any option to view a description of each level available. Process comment box. Participants describe how an activity is accomplished within the organization. In this example, senior leaders might communicate the vision and values through a quarterly newsletter or during employee all-hands meetings. Improvement box. Here participants have the opportunity to offer suggestions on how to improve a task or a process. The final page for each category asks participants to identify the 2 areas they feel need the most improvement. This data provides tremendous insight into pinpointing the high-leverage improvement areas throughout the organization. Once complete, your data will automatically be saved and submitted. As long as the assessment is available online, participants can go back to review and edit their responses as many times as they like by clicking the Back to Assessment button. Upon completion of the assessment, you will quickly receive the Performance Indicator Feedback Report. This is the analytical tool necessary for analyzing the data, setting priorities, and planning improvement strategies and initiatives throughout the organization. The Organization Demographics table shows the overall response rate as well as the response percentage for each demographic attribute. The Feedback Report summary results shows total possible points versus the total points scored for each category and the percentage of total points for each category. The overall category level percent scores shows the aggregate percent score for each category. This is the first high-level indicator of organizational strengths and weaknesses. The overall item-level percent score shows a lower level of data to help evaluate the strengths and weaknesses within each category. The overall category level point scores shows the accumulation of total points for each demographic attribute by category, in this example by the position demographic. The item-level percent scores shows the performance ratings by demographic attribute, in this example by position. We saw previously item 1.1 leadership had a rating of 50%. As you can see by the breakout above, executives, senior management, rated the process much stronger at 69% than individual contributors who rated it less than 38%, and the supervisors at 45%. This typically indicates incomplete systems development or poor process deployment warranting further examination. Note how item 7.4 shows a high degree of agreement, indicating a more consistent deployment. The overall score by question and current state descriptors shows the overall percentage of points for each question. The current description identifies the characteristics exhibited by the organization today. Next level describes the characteristics of a more mature organization, and role model describes the characteristics exhibited by the top-performing role model organizations. These descriptions help to lay out the roadmap to a higher level of performance. The question level scores chart displays the individual scores for each question within each category. In this example, leadership. This helps evaluate the overall strengths and weaknesses in each category. This chart shows a Pareto of the areas most needing improvement. Note letters F, C, and G represent an opportunity to resolve 80% of issues identified for the category leadership. The letters D and H did not receive any votes, since these areas were not selected by staff as areas needing improvement. The Priority Improvement Counts and Percentages table shows improvement selections by demographic. In this example, individual contributors felt that C and G need improvement by a greater margin than did the executives, senior managers, and supervisors. This may indicate a gap in process deployment warranting further investigation. Question-level comments are provided verbatim by the participants. This is valuable data for setting priorities and having suggestions for improvement planning. Join the thousands of organizations in almost all industry sectors who utilize the NCPE organizational self-assessment tools as part of their continuous improvement process. It's easy to use, cost-effective, and accurate feedback is a great tool for any organization looking to achieve a higher level of performance. Contact NCPE today to learn more and discuss how the OSA process can benefit your organization.